What is up, everybody? It's Isaac the Dead. We're back again. Let's talk about something weird, right? So, if you don't know, I'm an artist coming up. You know, you see all over my channel. I post music, the 199, Reylos Are Weird, King of the Dead. You know, fun stuff. Putting that out there. Uh, I'm a fan of country rap. I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of rock and roll, country. A lot of music genres I'm into, right? So I'm a fan of these guys, Ryan Upchurch and Adam Calhoun. And if you don't know, if you're not a fan, that's okay. I'll explain context for you. Adam and Ryan go way back. They had a whole they share a fan base, right? They share a fan base, and they're part of this country rap thing, right? I know they sometimes don't really like the term country rap, and then I don't blame them for the sort of misrepresentation, but at the same time they've kind of innovated it to a way that it's actually like a subgenre. And I actually dig it, right? I'm from Texas. I'm from the redneck part of, Houston, basically, over in the, freaking, I got coyotes and, snakes and deer behind my house, bro. And sometimes gypsies, depending on the season. But, dude, it's, it appeals to me as somebody who's like this like redneck part of Texas, basically, right? So like I fuck with that music, and more importantly though, I fuck with the rap aspect of it, right? Not to diss country or nothing, because I actually love country too, but I'm more of a classical Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson kind of guy. At some point I'm probably going to go down the country rabbit hole too. We're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes though, right? Anyway, Adam and Ryan have been beefing over Tom, I guess. Whenever you hang out with somebody else's boyfriend, that's what it comes down to. But Tom MacDonald, being a Canadian, was not appealing to Ryan Upchurch, because apparently Tom MacDonald's grifting on the American people. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. And I've certainly seen Tom MacDonald grifting in real time, and I was not a fan of it. Even though I like Tom and I like some of his music. But this is where the problem begins, right? Is Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun had this beef, or no. Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun were collabing, and apparently Church was not fucking with it, and Upchurch was trying to throw shade. And I've covered this before on my channel when Upchurch sent diss tracks towards Tom MacDonald, right? I've covered this on my channel. I did a reaction video to one of his songs, with little fanfare, might I mention. But basically, what it came down to was that Upchurch started beefing with Adam Calhoun by proxy because of his beef with Tom MacDonald. And he was shooting diss shots at like Y Boys and all that. I liked Y Boys. It was a fucking banger. But Tom MacDonald barely dropped a diss response. I can understand why people are mad at that. What I don't understand is this attack on Adam Calhoun fans. It was the split, right? It was videos that Upchurch dropped, and this has been going on for a long time too. Is that Upchurch was trying to throw shade at Adam, and he's been going on this weird downward spiral of fucking insanity, not making any sense, not being cohesive, and fucking all of his fans, all of Creek Squad's sort of cultish members are following him like he's fucking God. And it's like, bro, this man's not making any sense. He's not healthy. He's not healthy. I get going down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, ancient histories, language, and all that. I love that stuff, actually. I nerd out for that shit all the time. But, the thing is that I don't have enough free time on my hands that I can do that and lose my shit to it either, right? You have to stay sane. You have to stay sane. You have to find a balance. Because if you're putting light bulbs on your head and that's all you're doing for 24/7, and you're going, oh my God, tinfoil hat and all this other shit, you're going to lose your fucking mind. You're gonna look like a whack ass motherfucker, right? And so, and I'm not trying to diss him for saying for doing that, right? Because I love that shit, but you have to have a balance. And for me, I can't go down that rabbit hole on my free time. I don't have enough free time to do that shit. So I get it, but you have to know when to stop. But unfortunately, Upchurch didn't know when to stop, because it got to the point where he thought that everybody around him was a fucking against him, right? So basically, then we start seeing subtle hints of him shooting shots at Jelly Roll, who, I don't know how you can't be happy for that man. But you're shooting shots at Adam Calhoun next, right? And I'm sitting here as a fan. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And so I'm seeing Creek Squad, or this country rap, sort of this shared fan base that they have, being split in half through this like sort of civil conflict in the comments section. And all I'm getting is like people are hating on Tom MacDonald. That's okay. You don't have to like Tom MacDonald, dude. Like I don't fuck with some of his stuff anymore. You know, I've been kind of desensitized ever since that stupid Ben Shapiro song. But basically, people couldn't admit whenever Adam Calhoun appealed to them and Upchurch appealed. Like, they couldn't admit that you can like both people at the same time. You know? You couldn't admit that for whatever reason. So they started stirring up beef. People like Just Trey. You know? People like Beast Boy. Captain Kurt Reacts. Like, there were this group of people, you know, and you know who they are, too, because you could see them in the fucking comments. They were going around stirring up shit, you know, saying that Adam Calhoun was a liberal. Like, I saw people saying Adam Calhoun was a liberal. Like, bro, come the fuck on. All right? Come the fuck on. If you know those guys, you know that shit ain't true. So, what it came down to was like this Upchurch was trying to shoot these shots, these disses, and he would not explain himself. Adam Calhoun claims that through his videos that Upchurch didn't reach out. He was trying to reach out to Upchurch. There was no communication whatsoever, and because Upchurch was refusing to communicate. And whenever Upchurch did communicate, it was through vlogs, through videos, and it was through diss records, you know, diss shots, which Broadnax sat through, you know, Kalani sat through. All these guys, they let him do it. You know, they didn't sit him down and say, hey, are you sure you really want to do this, right? No, they let him do it. They let him go out and shoot these, you know, shots. The biggest problem, though, is Upchurch opened up the can of worms, and he could not respond to the backlash. In fact, he made it worse. Because Flawedzilla reacted. Flawdzilla's my people, too. Flawedzilla reacted to this, and he sent out a track that wasn't really a diss track as much as it was a get well soon track, basically. The dude just wanted the man to be better, right? And people assumed that Flawed wanted Upchurch's baby to die or something. Like, it's some whack shit. Nobody said anything like that, right? And he even brought up receipts to prove it with zero response. Of course, Just Trey came out and was dissing Flawed in response. I also saw Just Trey diss Adam Calhoun, which was eventually redacted. And the only evidence I have left is of Beast Boy reacting to that very song, where Just Trey, Just Trey, almost got your name wrong there, buddy, mentioned Adam Calhoun's wife. Like, bro, you're trying to step over boundaries that are forbidden here. So basically, this thing got whack, way out of control, got whack as fuck. And there was a bunch of, Upchurch saying, well, if you like rap, why don't you diss back, bro? All that shit. Tom MacDonald didn't respond, staying stoic. Good for him, I guess. Adam Calhoun raged out. Adam was trying to figure out what the fuck the problem was. And you know what? I don't blame him. And whenever he lashed out on Triple T's live stream, I personally would not have done that. I would not like to have done that. It's one of those scenarios where it's like, I understand his frustration and his rage. And he was saying, fuck Creek Squad. And he was saying, fuck these guys. Like, I get it. I understand. You're frustrated. And I don't know if I would have gone down that rabbit hole. Like, I think it was a bad move to say fuck Creek Squad. Because once you say fuck the fans, then there's a problem, right? Then you have a problem on your hands because you're dissing the people that are supporting you, right? So, but ultimately, that's the biggest problem here. It's Upchurch did it, and he didn't even know that he did it, right? He doesn't know that the damage has already been done. So that's the fucking problem. And good on Adam and Upchurch for I guess, squashing the beef now. Apparently from this last video that Upchurch dropped, they squashed the beef, and they're thinking about starting this new future of country rap empire thing that, Upchurch was talking about. But the damage has already been done. The fan base has already been split. Unless we see them cool again, the scars are still here. right? The scars are still here from a divided fan base. You've already done the damage. Fucking no response to Mises. Mises sent out a diss track, no response. No response to Mises, no response to Flawed, you know. And see, the biggest fundamental problem that I have with this fan base is not so much that these are people that, you know, I disagree with, right? I find these people to be really cool. I find this fan base to be very welcoming and very, what's the right word I can use here? Man, they're a cool fan base. You know, Creek Squad's cool. You know, Adam Calhoun's people are cool. But like, dude, the biggest fundamental problem is that these are people that do not like rap, right? And I'm not saying that they're like, you know, they don't like rap because they're white. Like, no, that's not true because I'm white. I'm from the countryside of, you know, Texas. Like, bro, it's not that they can't like rap or something like that, right? It's that every time I go into the comments for things like this or these songs, it's always, I'm a 52-year-old man who's liking your song really speaks to me. I'm a 42-year-old grandmother. Your music really speaks to me. And this isn't just Tom McDonald's music either. It's Adam Calhoun's. It's Ryan Upchurch's. It's a lot of people. Can you please explain to me which part of River Rat, Upchurch's River Rat, appeals to you 40s and 50-year-olds, right? These people, they're as much as I love them, as cool as they are, and it's a fan base that I want to kind of dive into. Like I want to take that like part in, right? Like I don't want to just like steal a fan base, but these are overlapping fans that I want to attract to my sort of audience, right? Y'all act like y'all love rap. But most of y'all don't even know who Warren G is. Like most of y'all don't listen to Nate Dogg. You don't listen to old school rap. You don't actually like support or like rap music. Now, granted, I can understand that for why that is, and country rap is sort of a way for you to enjoy rap music without enjoying the cultural aspect of rap music, because country rap is kind of its own culture thing going on. And I don't diss that. I fucking love it. But I have a hard time hearing these fucking people diss each other back and forth, split a fan base, making it harder for artists like myself to come up, because our fan base is now split, right? Upchurch even addressed this in his video. Upchurch addressed this in his video saying that there's no point in us fighting because it splits the fan base and it becomes harder for artists to come up. No shit. I'm still starving here. Dude, I've been rapping for well over 10 years. I've been doing this since I was in middle school. The thing is though, I would not have started making music. I would not have been able to make music if it wasn't for things like, you know, mobile GarageBand app or whatever. Like I can write all day, but I ain't got no beats to write on. So I got to make my own. You know, I got to literally make my own from scratch. And then I have to deal with the fucking copyright side of that because I can't distribute old, you know, loops that are owned by GarageBand unless it's on a, you know, there's some places where I can't do that, right? I can distribute it on like iTunes and Spotify and stuff, but like I can't distribute it on YouTube because of copyright to GarageBand, right? And then on top of that, I don't have a mic or a studio that can help me like, you know, do this independently, right? So when you look at the grand perspective here, you have these guys, these three guys. I'm just going to talk about these three guys because there's a lot of other artists out there who scream independent, 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 independent. Bro, y'all have managers. Y'all have managers. Don't fucking lie to us, okay? All three of you have managers. And you all have people that shoot music videos for you. You know what would happen if Tom McDonald didn't have industry girl Nova Rockefeller shooting his music videos? Motherfucker would be right where I'm at. He'd be 9-to-5 jobs, going to school, doing rap on the side. He'd be just like me. Adam Calhoun, he'd be a retired rap guy who used to do battle rap, making videos just like me. If he didn't have Upchurch. You know what? If Upchurch didn't live in Tennessee, he'd be just like me. He'd be just like where I'm at right now, making videos or doing shit at home, very, you know, by scratch, if he wasn't from Tennessee, if he wasn't from Music City. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. These guys have managers. These guys have music video people. They have studios that they go to. Now, certainly I have made it to where a point where I can go to a studio now. I found a studio. I'm learning my education. I'm learning all this shit, and I'm actually getting to a point where I'm starting to like make some moves in this. But I'm not making a lot of numbers right now. So hearing all this fucking beef shit, all this petty bullshit, the thing, it should have never happened, right? This whole beef between Adam, Church, Tom should have never happened. And bringing in Just Trey, my bad, Broadnax, Mises, Burden, Flawed, like this whole thing has split this genre to the point of like frustration for everybody. And there are still fucking people out there that are claiming to be like, oh, why didn't you diss back? Why didn't you Y'all don't like rap music. Say it. Just say you don't like rap music. It's okay. All right? I'm not going to diss you for being culture vultures. I think that shit is gay to say that somebody's a culture vulture. All right? We should share our cultures and shit. But bro, y'all don't like rap music. You know how I know? It's because most of y'all diss like the mid 2000s rappers or the 2010s rappers and just call them mumble rap, right? Some of them devolved into mumble rap for sure. But bro, there was a time where myself and my friends, my black friends, my Hispanic friends, that I was growing up with, we all listened to Drake. We all listened to Kendrick. We all listened to Lil Wayne. We listened to G.I.D. We listened to, what is it called? Black Hippie, I think it was what it was called. I think it was whatever. Oh no, Top Dog. It was Top Dog. Kendrick's group, Schoolboy Q, right? We listened to these guys. We grew up, listening to this stuff because we actually fucking love it, right? We listen to 50 Cent. I listen to Eminem mostly. That's how I got into the old school stuff, and I started listening to Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Biggie, Tupac. Everybody says, oh, favorite rappers are Biggie and Tupac. That's such a fucking normie thing to say, all right? It's a normie thing to say that your favorite rapper is Biggie and Tupac, all right? Because you don't fucking listen to Biggie and Tupac. I fucking know you don't, all right? So, fucking name a song off the Illmatic album, all right? Name one song off of Illmatic. Tell me you don't like rap without telling me you don't like rap, bro. All right? And so, like, as somebody who loves the rap genre, I can admit when, like, say, okay, Jack Harlow. I might think Jack Harlow is cringe, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's not talented or that he's not a good rapper. Jack Harlow's... I like Jack Harlow, for the most part. I think he's cringe, though. Cardi B. If Cardi B could take 5 minutes of her life to not talk about her wet fucking pussy, then maybe Cardi B could spit really well, because I like her cadence. I like the way that she, follows a beat. I like the way that she, commands the track. These are things that, as a rap person, as somebody who makes rap music and loves rap music and hip-hop, I can acknowledge, I can talk about, because I fucking love rap music, dude. And so hearing these guys have a fan base that's sitting here talking about, commanding battle rap, being like, oh, how come this person hasn't responded? How come Tom McDonald hasn't responded? Because Tom McDonald's from Canada, so. But how come Upchurch hasn't responded to Mises? How come Upchurch hasn't responded to Flawedzilla? How come Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald can, why is it that them collabing is such a bad thing for the genre? How is it that Upchurch and Adam Calhoun can only communicate through fucking vlogs? So this whole beef thing was it was fucking gay. It was all stupid, right? And all it did was hurt artists who are down, like me, people who are underneath all that shit, right? So I don't know, man. I'm glad that it's over, but scars are still showing. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry in this genre. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Culture War, my new album, is going to be coming out very, very soon. And I got a lot of shit to say on Culture War. And I'm ready to start some shit, bro. I'm not going to be able to get to album number 2 by the end of the year, but I will be dropping some singles throughout the rest of the year. And well into next year as well. This is, I'm turning this hobby into something profitable if I can. I also got 199 and Reylos Are Weird already on iTunes and Spotify. I'll even drop a link below. But bro, I just came on here to rant about this stuff because it's been bothering me for a while as a fan of Adam, Tom, Church, Jelly Roll, Burden. Like, I love all these guys, right? And I'm not saying that they should all be kumbaya holding hands and shit, but don't fucking pretend that y'all are commanders of a genre. Don't fucking pretend that you are independent and get mad at each other because the other person says they're independent. You all have fucking managers. You all have people that are backing you. While real independents, people like myself who have to make their beats from fucking scratch, who have to write our own lyrics, who have to find studio places, who have to, buy Pro Tools, who have to buy microphones. That shit's independent. I got no managers. The only person who's helping me is an engineer at the studio that I go to on occasion. That is the only person that's helping me. And a few people who have been willing to sell me beats. All right? A few people have been able to sell me instrumentals. So I don't want to hear about this, independent, y'all are making millions. Don't start with that bullshit. All right? So if that's how they're going to be, I see them as old guard, and I see them as needing to be moved out of the way. I am here to end the old guard. I am here to eat you other artists alive. I'm not here to make friends in the music industry. If we happen to become friends, great. If we happen to collab, great. But I'm competitive. I'm hungry. I want to eat you guys alive. I'm not going to be merciful on my opponents. I'm going to fucking destroy you. Okay? So just a little warning to my country rap friends and that little genre that I'm getting into. I ain't trying to make no fucking friends, all right? I ain't trying to make no fucking friends. So, hopefully all this incoherent rambling for the last 20 minutes has made a lot of sense to some people, especially the country rap crew, especially some of my friends who I share country rap, with, and it's not really a diss at Tom or Adam or Church, because I still like them all, I still respect them all, I still listen to all their music, but I just thought this whole thing was stupid, I thought it was gay, I thought it was unnecessary, and I just had to get my feelings out, just had to rant, just had to get it out so that, it wasn't festering up inside my brain, and hopefully something comes of it. Chances are this video is going to fly under the radar, so no harm, no foul, I guess. But this has been Isaac of the Dead. Check me out. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't smoke crack.